You don't talk about it much, but it lingers quietly in your day. The silence, the ache, the weight of not feeling truly seen or understood. You could be in a crowd or at home or even in a masjid, and yet loneliness wraps around you like a fog. Not always visible to others, but always felt deeply by you. It hurts, doesn't it? The kind of hurt that makes you question yourself. That whispers, why am I not enough? That stings when your phone doesn't ring, when no one checks in, when you're the one always reaching out, and rarely the one being reached for. But what if I told you, your loneliness isn't proof of abandonment, but of divine attention, the pain you carry in silence. There's a unique type of loneliness that comes with spiritual awareness. You start detaching from things that used to entertain you. Conversations feel shallow. Friendships start to shift. And you wonder, is something wrong with me? But no, what's happening is transformation. Allah is pulling you closer, but sometimes closeness to Him requires distance from everything else. Sometimes Allah removes distractions so He can become your center. Sometimes He distances you from the people who make you forget Him, to bring you closer to the one who never leaves. It feels like loneliness, but it's actually love in disguise, a solitude that softens. Loneliness becomes sacred when it pushes you to your prayer mat, when you start whispering to Allah in the middle of the night, when your heart, desperate for belonging, finally surrenders to the only one who fully understands you. You stop looking for validation from others. You start turning inward toward Him. That's not isolation, that's elevation. Allah says, وَاصْبِرْ نَفْسَكَ مَعَ الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ بِالْغَدَوَةِ وَالْعَشِيِّ يُرِيدُونَ وَجْهَهُ. And keep yourself patient with those who call upon their Lord in the morning and the evening, seeking His face. It's not always that others left you, it's that you've outgrown them. And in that emptiness, Allah is placing something better, Himself. The prophets were lonely. Yusuf عليه was isolated in a well. Musa عليه fled alone to Madian. Maryam عليه withdrew from her people. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ spent nights alone in the cave of Hira. Their loneliness wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Allah was building their resilience, deepening their faith, and drawing them into a space where the only voice that mattered was His. So if you find yourself alone, emotionally, socially, spiritually, know that you're walking a path traveled by the greatest souls, loneliness that leads to light. What if your loneliness is not something to escape, but something to lean into, to sit with your thoughts, to meet your soul, to recognize the parts of yourself you've been too distracted to meet? What if it's in this season of solitude that you build the strongest connection with your Rabb? Because when people forget you, Allah remembers. When you feel unseen, He is Al-Basir, the all-seeing. When no one hears your heart, He is As-Sami, the all-hearing. You are not alone in your loneliness, a personal invitation from Allah. Sometimes Allah isolates you so no one else competes for your heart. He empties your surroundings so He can fill your soul. He removes the noise so you can finally hear His whispers. This is not rejection, this is redirection. Allah is inviting you closer, not because you failed, but because He loves you too much to let you get lost in this world. He says, فَفِرُّوا إِلَى لَلَّهِ. So flee to Allah. Your loneliness is not an emptiness. It's a message, and the message is, come back to me, I'm here. Loneliness hurts, but it also heals, because in the space where no one else sits with you, Allah does. In the nights no one else checks on you, He sends you peace. In the moments you feel forgotten, He writes your name in gatherings of angels. So maybe your loneliness is actually a sign of Allah's love, not because you are abandoned, but because you are being called. Don't rush to fill the space. Instead ask, Ya Allah, what are you trying to grow in me here? Let it be a doorway to something deeper. Let it take you somewhere sweeter. Let it bring you home.